We set our 0. What we're going to do is, once again, release the vertical. We're going to move the scope up. We need to sight the prism. So we need to be able to see the prism to be able to shoot our distance. If it doesn't see the prism, it's not, the prism is a reflection of the total station. This total station is going to shoot an invisible laser. If it doesn't shoot into the prism, it's not going to take a distance. So we need to be able to see the prism. It's not going to be centered, but that's okay because we centered it already on the bottom. It's not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and shoot a distance. How are we going to shoot the distance? Right now it's measuring horizontal right 0. Well, it changed a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that now because the 0 was on the ground. And I always forget which button it is. I think I pressed this one. That's horizontal right. Okay, that's not the one I need. I actually need this point right here. I'm going to press that one. And if you notice, I'll have different things that it's doing. You hear that clicking? What it's doing is measuring. But what is it measuring? It's measuring HR, horizontal right, HD, horizontal distance, VD, vertical distance, okay? So I need to make sure that I look horizontal distance and horizontal right. If you don't see HD, you might have to press this again. Right now it's HR, SD, that's slope distance. We don't need slope distance, that's along the hypotenuse of the triangle. Click this one again until we get HR, horizontal right, HD, horizontal distance. That's the distance that we need. So it keeps measuring and measuring and measuring. You'll hear it clicking. So just to take one last measurement, I'm gonna, right here where it says measure, I'm gonna click that once. You'll see the display, and we're good. I stop measuring, we're good. Horizontal distance, 25.04. That is correct. How do I know that? Because we're on the floor. These tiles are 12-inch tiles, basically 1 foot. And I did this yesterday. I counted how many tiles. The prism is 25 feet away. So we have 2504, we have a small element of error. But I'm not gonna worry about that now. We're close enough for what we need to do, okay? So that's how you shoot your distance. That distance now is going to be part of the information you're going to collect. Remember I told you, they're only gonna give you a reference bearing, okay? So this is where you now start collecting your data, because if you notice on your traverses that I gave you in the classroom, I gave you a distance. Well, that's what you're gonna collect with the total station. The total station distance right now is 25.04, so I'm gonna go ahead and write that down, 25.04. A lot nicer than this, but I'm using my hand as a backdrop, okay? 2504. Now we need this angle. How do I get this angle? The prism is over here. We need to now go pick up the prism and move it to this point, which is over here in the classroom. Put it here, turn the total station, and we're gonna look at the point on the ground and then collect the angle that's displayed on the display of the total station. That's gonna be our next step.